I hate this movie. This is the worst written movie I have ever seen. It is so dumb. Everyone in this movie has caught the dumb. Before the movie even begins, to understand the main, importance of the movie, you have to play Fortnite. Yes, Fortnite, in an event that no longer exists and is on YouTube, I guess, but you can watch it there. But I'm not going to watch something completely different from the movie to understand the movie. I hate Finn in this movie. I hate Rey. I hate the they fly now scene. Hux is dumb. Palpatine is dumb. Kylo Ren is dumb. Everyone is dumb. So let's get into it. Finn has nothing to do in this movie. All Finn does is yell the entire time. You see, Finn's character arc was completed in The Last Jedi. He killed Captain Phasma, the main enemy in Finn's arc. Finn breaking away from the Jedi, or the Finn breaking away from the First Order in The Force Awakens. It's set up that Captain Phasma and Finn didn't like each other. So you know what they did in The Force Awakens when they fight, or capture, whatever. It's set up that they will meet again. And they do meet again in The Last Jedi. And Finn kills her. Which, Captain Phasma deserves a whole nother discussion. But that's what happened. So, in turn, Finn's arc is over. That means Finn has nothing more to accomplish. So whenever Finn was willing to sacrifice himself so that the Resistance can escape, that should have happened instead of the stupid Rose scene, which is dumb. That's what should have happened. But since JJ doesn't like Rian Johnson and just wants to delete that movie, Finn has nothing to do. It's set up that Finn is Force sensitive in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi and in this movie. Finn specifically says, Rey, I have something to tell you. And, when he talks with Jana, whatever her name is, the other stupid character, it's a feeling, right? He talks about the feeling. So, are we gonna solve that in this movie? Or are we gonna... No? We're just gonna continue? Okay, there's no other movie. This is it. This is the last movie, apparently. At least in this trilogy. I don't know if there's going to be more movies. God, hope not after this disaster. So, why didn't you end that arc right there? That little bullshit. Why, JJ? Why did you just... He literally screams, I have to tell you something. It's never brought up again. And just don't think about it. Just don't think about it. Okay? That's what the writers want you to do. Just don't think. Before I talk about Leia, I first have to, imply the real life stuff about movie making. So rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. She was always great in the original trilogy, but in this movie, in Force Awakens, she's great again. And after that movie was released, shortly after she passed away, unfortunately. So why didn't they kill her off? I don't understand. They had the opportunity to do it in the Last Jedi. With you can talk about how stupid that scene is, and that scene is really stupid. But just kill her off instead of Admiral Akbar. Have her die. Have the Resistance fighting for something. But no, in this movie, you can definitely tell that they are actively avoiding Carrie Fisher, because the way characters talk to Leia, it's so short and general, and she gives nothing answers like be positive, be optimistic, and all that bullshit. When she dies, Maz literally turns to the camera and says, "This is it. Leia's going to die." That's stupid. I understand that Luke is more powerful than Leia, so I understand that he would be able to force project himself for a longer time. But why can Leia only say one word? That's dumb. Isn't it said that Leia trained what was pregnant with Kylo? Isn't that why she stopped training? Is that not why? That's why I assumed. No? I don't know. C-3PO is actually not that bad in this movie. I actually don't really like C-3PO because I think he's annoying, but I feel like that's the point. And in this movie, he plays it well. The only problem is that he can't read the stupid Sith dagger bullshit. And that kind of makes sense for C-3PO because he's like, oh, I'm a translator bullshit. My only problem is that if you're gonna set up that this will reset his memory to read the Sith Wayfinder, why don't you do that? Why have that at all? If it's not gonna reset his memory, don't say it. Don't write it down. I don't get it. Just like with Chewbacca. Yes, there's two ships there. You can see them clearly. I'm gonna combine this section of C-3PO and Chewbacca. Why kill Chewbacca and then 2 seconds later be like, oh, just kidding. He's actually not dead. He's right here. That's dumb. Why do that? There's no reason for that. It didn't fool anyone. Emperor Palpatine is dumb. Like I've said before, his message is broadcast in Fortnite, but why broadcast that message at all? Why don't just launch your Star Destroyers into the air at the beginning of the movie, and then they'll have nothing to do? Oh wait, because there will be no movie. And if that is the solution, then that is stupid. Why does... Let's think about Palpatine's plan for a second here. So you're telling me he has 10,000 Star Destroyers just in the ground, chilling, just over there. And he can And he could just lift them out of the ground? Why can he do this? Yes, I get he's the Emperor, but isn't he like 700,000 years old? And wasn't he blown up? Look at this. How is he alive? He says in later in the movie that like he's died many times, but what does that mean? Is he a clone? What? Explain, JJ. What is happening? Why does this occur? And let's think about this, the Star Destroyers again. If there's even just one person needed to pilot the Star Destroyers, that's 10,000 people, plus all of the thousands of people that are down here in this, like, throne room, I guess? Who are these people? Are they going to be piloting the Star Destroyers? No, because once they launch, they're still there. What? There's 10,000 loyalists to the Emperor? For what reason? And why did you call it the First Order? Why'd you have Snoke call it the First Order? And then just skip all the other numbers and now we're on the Final Order? What? That is stupid. That is dumb. You should have just had Kylo be the bad guy. Why does JJ and the writers refuse to let Kylo Ren be the bad guy? Kylo Ren is the only character that I really don't have any bad things to say about. I really love Adam Driver's performance in all 3 movies, even though the movies aren't very good. He does a very good job. And I know I sound like a very monotone robot right now. It's because this movie broke me. And I don't think I'll ever recover from this. But yes, Kylo Ren, I very like Kylo Ren. He's pretty cool. He has a cool fucking sword. Say what you want about how stupid these movies are. His sword is cool. He has a cool helmet. He destroys the helmet in The Last Jedi because Snoke said it's not cool. And then he remade it in this movie for some reason. Fuck it. Just fuck it. That's what they said. Now, of course, Rey. I feel like Rey could have been a good character, honestly. I really like Rey in The Force Awakens. I like, there's a little mystery to it. Yes, she's good at everything, but that's easily explained. You could just be like, oh, she's the chosen one. There's some prophecy that the Jedi did somewhere where they're like, oh, we're going to fall, and then someone's going to save us, and then they're going to fall, and then someone's going to save them. Fuck it. Anything other than what they did. you could do the Palpatine thing, make her Palpatine's granddaughter, blow over that his son, I guess, or daughter is just a jackass who's just floating over there. I don't know why he doesn't have any powers or why he isn't powerful. Who cares? Fuck it. Why are you thinking about it? That's your first issue. You shouldn't be thinking about the movie. But I feel like Rey could have been a better character because Rey is great at everything, even force healing. The thing that Anakin turned to the dark side to learn, and Rey can just do it. I don't understand. Why is that, JJ? Did she learn it from Leia? In the training scene? Did she learn it in the books that she wrote? That she read? Is that how she did it? Because I don't know. The thing about this entire trilogy is that, you're supposed to love yourself no matter what you do. Obviously, with Finn and then Rey. It's a big part of the message in these trilogies. And then they forgot about it in the last 10 minutes because Rey just steals the Skywalker name, which doesn't make sense. Love it or hate it, I think it's stupid, but it's alright, whatever, who cares. It would have made more sense with the trilogy that, when the lady asks, who are you? And she's like, I'm Rey Palpatine. And she's like, because I'm going to be the better Palpatine. I'm going to be the better guy. I guess if you think about it for like 45 minutes, it's like, oh, people might not like her if she's Rey Palpatine. Or maybe that woman was just like, hey, that's not your fucking house, dude. Go away. I don't know. Maybe. This movie is just not good at all. When I went to see it back in 2019, I saw it at the Alamo down the road a little bit. Ordered $100 worth of food because the Alamo food is good. Plug the Alamo, not sponsored. People clapped. People clapped when this movie was over, and I was like, how the fuck did anyone like this movie? This movie is awful, and I will never, ever watch it again. This video only exists because I was actually planning on doing a little, retrospective of the sequel trilogy as teased at the end of my Christmas series. And I watched the first two movies, and I was like, hey, I kind of like this movie. And then I watched this one, and it just shat all over them. And I was like, I have to talk about this. So maybe one day I'll get around to reviewing all of these movies. But just know this movie is god-awful. And I will never, ever watch this movie ever again.